Hello. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. It has been a pretty long time since I made my first video about RuneScape, and I kind of just wanted to give everyone an update on, I guess, what's been going on with me, and I guess what I've done on the game so far, and what are my new goals. I have a couple things written down that I kind of wanted to touch up on, but I'm sure I will bounce all over the place throughout the video, and well, hopefully it goes well. So I recently came back from a 5-week break. I decided to step away from the game for a bit to, I guess, focus on myself and just figure things out and focus on school a little bit. But after my finals ended, I had about a 1 month period where I didn't really have anything to do. I normally take a part-time job during the winter, but I decided against it this year, and that's because I wanted to crack the attempt at the Hunter month. And a couple days ago, I beat Link's Titans Hunter month, and I have about 5 mil XP left to cap out my record at. So I'm pretty happy with it. I could have done more. I missed probably 3 or 4 days total with traveling home for Christmas and I guess dealing with school things. I had to see an advisor for next semester classes, things like that. So it wasn't really the end of the world. Definitely could have done better, could have played a couple more hours, but it's fine. I'm finishing this skill pretty soon. We'll probably finish it after the next time I sleep. And I'm not really looking forward to it. I don't think I'll enjoy anything as much as I did with Hunter. I have tried, I guess, every skill in the game, but didn't really enjoy anything besides a little bit of lava rune crafting and black chins. Last video I was rune crafting, but I also said in my last video I wanted to take a more competitive approach with RuneScape, and I guess, well, runecrafting lavas to 200 mil is not very competitive, so I had to step away from that. When I was not playing for those 5 weeks, I definitely was burnt. Like, I did step away for other reasons besides motivation, but I was definitely burnt. And I think we're at a point in this game where a lot of people are scared to admit that they're burnt, and that's not really a good thing. I mean, it's a video game. Like, we're supposed to be playing this for fun and enjoyment, and if you're not having fun or enjoying your time playing the game, then you really shouldn't feel forced to log in every day. But we're at a point, especially with all the competitions that we now have almost year-round, and how competitive records are and things like that. People just get looked down on when they are burnt out, and a lot of these people try or seem to kind of hide from the community. I've seen a few people come and go, and definitely are a lot less active on social media and TeamSpeak and clan chats and stuff like that. Like, these people are still logging in a bit, but they just completely shut out the whole community, and it's not really good to see. Like, I have a lot of friends that aren't really the most competitive players. They log in every day, but I mean, I guess they're quote unquote burnouts, and they feel bad about it. They're scared to join TeamSpeak sometimes. Like, that's not what we should be aiming for in the community. It's definitely okay to be burnt, and definitely shouldn't be looked down upon. But Um, I guess moving on from that, like I was burnt and I kind of shut everyone out. I kind of disappeared for a little while, but I guess that is what made me realize the situation we have here today. And when I was burnt and when I wasn't playing, I realized that I burnt myself out because of how I played the game and my mentality towards the game. And I want to start playing for myself instead of playing for other people. And by that I mean I used to kind of only go for records, and I did this because I wanted to prove myself to the community. I wanted other people to notice me, I guess you would say. But I don't really think that's the case anymore. I don't really think that I want to prove anything to people that I no longer really care about. And I guess that's like kind of a harsh thing to say, because I don't think there's really anyone in this community that I hate. I mean, everyone will find someone that they butt heads with, but for the most part, I don't think I have that many enemies in the community. And the close friends that I do have, I don't think I need to do anything to impress them. I think that my relationship with the RuneScape community is pretty healthy. I'm pretty active on social media and Twitter, and I'd like to think I have a pretty good TeamSpeak presence, and I don't really have a good clan chat presence right now, but that's mainly because I'm hunting and I don't really want to get ragged. I've kind of been private off for a month now, but overall I think I've made pretty good friends with the high level community, and I don't really care to play to prove people wrong anymore. I'm definitely looking forward to 2019 and seeing what I can achieve. I think I'm gonna go for about a 3.5k year. This will be my last year playing with school, so I definitely want to try and take advantage of that as much as I can, because I know after I graduate I'll probably be playing a lot less, or at least playing like 0.5 skills during something with IRL, like maybe Redwoods or a lot more zone or something like that. But I do plan to do a pretty big year, or at least in my perspective. 3.5 is pretty good. It's like an average of 70s or 68 or something like that. So I will probably finish Hunter sometime tomorrow, or I guess tomorrow if you count sleeps. Like the next time I sleep and wake up, I will get it when when I wake up. I thought about fishing. I think I'm most likely going to be doing fishing as my next skill. Fishing seems pretty interesting. It's a little bit dynamic if you cut eat instead of something so static as herb tar, just shift drop everything. Like that seems pretty brain dead. I don't know if I could stick to that all day. It just does not seem enjoyable. Like I think the reason I enjoyed Hunter so much was the diversity and how everything's always different. Like we always have a different order of traps to pick up. Your chins are always in a different position. There's always something different happening. So kind of looking forward to fishing and cut eating. Definitely think it will be an easier skill to train. You can't really walk away from the computer with black chins. Not just the fact that like you're in the wilderness, but it's more so that you stop clicking and you stop gaining XP. Whereas with fishing, I can clear my inventory and then step away from the computer and in 5 take an inventory or something like that if I want to get water or just stretch or walk around. So I think in that aspect it'll be an enjoyable skill and perhaps an easier skill to train. Will definitely slow down. Like my current pace is pretty good, above a 400-hour month at the moment, but I think if I'm able to do 300 months with fishing, I'll be pretty happy. I also want to do a lot less zone. I think I said that in my last video as well. I have quite a bit of melee XP on my account, and it's pretty bad. Like, I really don't want to ruin my account. I need to save my melees for times where I absolutely need it. I've been talking to quite a few people recently, and there's been a lot of new faces, especially in Solus, that have really stood out to me. I guess more recently than in the past, there was a lot of people that came with Last Fantasy that I made friends with, and am glad for that. But there's even more people showing up now with this fantasy. Like when I came back from my burnout phase, I guess you would call it, I met Wasby, or Surge, I guess. He seems like a really good player. He's very active, at least in the Solus TeamSpeak he is. And just seeing these new players that are doing as well as him, it's very encouraging, I guess. It's good to see new players come in, and I don't know if it's correct to call him a new player. Like, he's maxed on RS3, but he's new to the old school scene, so it's good to see him doing well, putting in big hours, adjusting well with the community. Seems to be getting along quite well with a lot of people, and yeah, I mean, it's just great seeing these new people around. Another person I want to talk about is Kaza, or Kaz, or whatever he wants to go by. He's an Australian player, and I seem to find myself in TeamSpeak with a lot of Australians at a lot of the time, because my sleep schedule is pretty horrible. So I'm usually awake during times that the Australians are awake, and the Europeans are waking up. So I found myself talking to him quite a bit, and he seems to remind me of myself, actually. He seems like a very talented player, definitely innovative. He definitely isn't just looking at other people's methods and copying them. He does think outside the box for some skills, and that's what we need in this time of the community. We definitely need new people to think of new methods and come up with new things for the game. We don't just need people copy and pasting and printing tuner mills. Like, that's boring. We need innovative minds to come out and be a part of this game and come up with new methods. So having him come in and just show his interest in skilling and things like that is really encouraging. It's really good to see, and I really hope he has the correct mentality moving forward, and how he should start playing for himself. Like, he got involved with competitions and stuff like that, and I'm sure he wants to prove himself as a up and coming player. But at the end of the day, it is a game, and we want to be enjoying our time when we play the game. And I guess that brings me to the next person I wanted to talk about, and that's Ray. I talked with Ray a lot in the past few months, and gotten pretty close to him. He's a pretty good guy, but he is very burnt, and that's okay. It's okay to be burnt, as I said before. It's definitely not the end of the world. But people like him have thought outside of the box, and he has definitely made a big impact on the game. and he helped, I guess, innovate and structure the current fishing meta with Cuddy Barb. Did a lot with the reindeer hat, I believe. Did some things with mining, and he's definitely left his mark on the game, and he definitely knows that. And I think it might be. I definitely don't want to like pull the trigger or anything, but I don't think he's scared to step away from the game and look to move towards something else in his life. I do think, however, that he's not throwing in the towel just yet. He has a few more skills left in him at least, but I really think that we need more people like him in the community, and that these newer players definitely should strive to be someone like that and think outside the box and come up with new metas and new techniques. And I just wish that I still had that drive. With Hunter, using the triple spot, which is what I'm doing now, probably very poorly. I'm not really sure what my rates are, but it's just someone else has found this method and I'm just copying them. I wanted to experiment with another spot. I think there's like a triple spot over there or something, but I don't know. I don't really have that drive anymore. So we need more people to enter this game and come into this community and have that drive. It's hard to say where this game's going to go and where I'm going to go in this game with the current metas. I really don't think I'm going to enjoy a lot of the current metas in this game. But we'll see. I guess we'll see where this game takes us. I don't really know what else I wanted to say besides that. I guess a lot of people are coming and going in this game at the moment, and it's okay for it to be a revolving door. It's okay to step away from the game and maybe take a break and then return and do something else and have a different mentality switch, because that's all this is a game, and that in the end we are meant to play it to have fun. So hopefully in my next video I can talk about how much fun I had with the next skills that I train. So until then, I hope to do well, and I hope everyone also does well.